Morning, guys. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Trainer. I mentioned this dog the other day. His name is Bane. Bane is a 2-year-old Dutch Shepherd out of my breeding with Rocks, and Arrow. And he's not to be played with. He's bit his owner 4 different times. He's come to me and he tried to bite me, and about first week he was with me. And the main reason is because of improper relationship. You're talking a breed that's got a lot of genetic propensities in certain areas, and depending on the genetics of the breed, I mean, there's all kinds of variances of that. You're going to get offshoots, and we know that Arrow has quirkiness in his genetic phenotype. Let's use some big words here. But in a general sense, what Arrow was like was very aggressive and dominant aggressive. He wanted the balls that were on me, and he would climb my body, whatever you tell him no, and he would come at you. Because of past previous experiences with his nature, it caused a problem where he knew Arrow was half again twice as big as he is. He's a little bit smaller, about 68, 70 pounds, Dutchie. That being the case, Arrow would get up on his back feet and he'd be right up here. And he had power, he knew it. And he had won a few times probably with going off on decoy on handlers and trainers and things when he was going through his cycle of going to trainers. And I know that she had gave him to his father, Arrow, had gave him to a police dog trainer. And a lot of times police dog trainers are pretty aggressive with some of their methods. But what they did was put a suit on. And dogs aren't stupid. You go in there with a suit, he knows you got a suit. He knows he's got a muzzle on right now. We need the tools to protect us in the very beginning. But what we've done with him, what I did with him, is he went off on me one day and would not stop. He was going to nail me. I skeeved him once, got by twice. I had the same long line on him. I ended up having to go for a pretty severe correction. And sometimes it just can't be avoided. And we don't want to have to do that. But at the same time, mental attitude is if we don't nip him in the bud and make him realize and have a total dominance over the top of him, just like if he got in a fight in the pack and that pack leader had him in the pack and he was vying for pack leadership, the fight breaks out, the other dog will get killed by the pack leader, or vice versa, the one that's trying to vie for that, or they'll chase him out of the pack. You know, they'll just boom, he's gone, and the dog takes off, and he may survive, but he's now a lone wolf. That's why you hear that term, lone wolf. Okay, so these methods have to be pretty severe sometimes to really gain the respect of the animal. Otherwise, they're not going to respect you. Okay, so after you do that, though, after you take the wind out of the sails, you got to now start building relationship. And with him, every dog's a little different. Come here. Come. Good boy. Good. There you go. Good boy. His owner didn't desensitize him because he was so worried about getting bit that he didn't do what he should have as the dog being a puppy. All right. Right now, he's kind of snarling at me. Good. He doesn't like this. He got tight. He stopped breathing. Notice that he was panting there for a second. And then he got tight. So his tail's tucked. So I am kind of forcing this issue and desensitizing him. Yep, good boy, good. Yeah, go, good boy, good. And then taking him through it, whether he likes it or not. That's what the muzzle's all about, because if he goes off on me without a muzzle, I'm in trouble. So the muzzle gives me a little bit more protection, allows me to drop some of my fear, because I don't care who you are. You're not God. You're going to have fear. You're going to have trepidation dealing with an animal. He's bigger than you. Think if you were a lion trainer as an example. You have to have tools, you have to have things that allow you to build that relationship back, and this tool allows me to be right in here. No. Now he just tried to snap up, but there was no vocal, there was no heavy aggression that I would have had to bring my attitude up. I was down on his face. I was like this. I do it on purpose because I'm trying to desensitize this dog, right? He's not allowed to snarl at me, even show me lip right now. We've gone past that stage, right? Good. But, yep, good boy. We have to have kindness in it. We have to have deliberate attitude of kindness, letting him have relief, letting him go into areas of behavior that is already there. Bane, right. Good boy. This dog has been trained to the T. He flips right, he flips left, he goes center. Good boy, good. Yeah, good boy. Good. Nope. Hey, come here. Come here. Good boy, good. Let's get the buzz. So the first time it happened, he went center. I was over the top of him. I'm not his bonded owner. he has no relationship with me. We're starting to build a relationship, and he went off on me. And I had a toy. I was trying to get him to go into the ball. He said, screw the ball, and he came at me heavy. Came at me once, came at me twice. This dog is no play. And then I ended up having to go for my heavy correction. So we're at a different stage right now, and I've got this to protect me. He's no longer tight. Right now his lips are out. He's got a better relationship with me, and we'll keep building relationship. We're at that time period now where relationship matters, right? So, good boy. But we also still have the tool of the muzzle, and I'm going to take this off totally. I have moments that I do. I trust him, but he's got his owner did not desensitize him. Quit. Knock it off. He's snarling at me right now. Good. Good. And I'm basically kind of forcing the issue, telling him he's not allowed to do that, right? Good boy. Good. There you go. Good. Yep. There you go. And then taking him to his pleasure spots, which is in behavior, where his mental attitude, it's all about emotional states of mind. Yep. And this dog has all kinds of training in the bag for me to be able to use. He has one command, is a great one. Scatter. Where does the dog head at in the work? When he does that, he goes into a seeking mode, right? He's already built all this stuff into the bag that he had to work with. He's not a professional, but he's been hanging around professionals building this dog in Schutzen, and the dog's a little bit too much for him in some areas. And mainly was the relationship that he didn't understand. He should have nipped this stuff in the bud when the dog was a puppy at the right moments. You do it too young, you're going to crush the dog. But at a certain point, and I can't say when that is, I instinctively feel it. There's a time that with my puppies with Buddy, I did it, where I'll bring on my dominance and I'll kind of kick his ass and I'll work him through it and make him realize that there's no time he's ever going to be able to broach that relationship dynamic of me being dominant over the top of him. So I assert that when they're a little bit younger, they go through a certain phase, and I do it with my Dutchies because I know, and because of Arrow, I have sensed and been working with these guys for 3 litters now. And I haven't done it to everyone. Buddy, I held back. I got to experience it. Yep. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah. So in a nutshell, a lot of this comes from the gut, what I call the gut feeling of dog training. You feel it, you sense it. That's experience that's there, and it's intuitive. It's things that's been built up over time, but there's a certain aspect of things that's scientific learning, school book reading, that intellectual side of your body. Well, this stuff doesn't come from that intellectual side. It comes from feeling the animal, and that comes from experience. And those that are around it for long enough, and I've got a whole list of people that I can think of in my mind right now that I respect as real dog men, have this in them. They can respect the dog. Good boy, you're all right. Good boy, you're okay. Yep, good boy, good. There you go, good boy. So you kind of intuitively know when it's time. So now he has had a flat collar on for the last week or so, and I've had this dominant dog collar that's out of cable. Collar, good boy, collar, good boy. That's out of cable on him, and that allows me to be able to have the strength to be able to do what I need to do to correct him. So now this morning, good boy, boos. Good boy, good. There you go. What you see is a dog that now has a building relationship with me. It didn't start this way. First day after I corrected him, he went into his doghouse and totally tried to avoid me and went into real tight in the body and was still giving me growling. And I had to work him through this. Good boy, good. There you go. Good boy, good. And now our relationship is starting to grow. Will I ever be able to trust this dog? I won't for a while, I guarantee you, because he's already bit his owner 4 times and he loves his owner. I mean, I've been going back and forth with the owner, and we'd get together and the dog would go right into him and just show all kinds of, he's smiling. His whole body is in pleasure. His whole attitude is in pleasure when he's around the owner. And that's a good thing. It shows me the benchmark that I want to reach for, that I can have the same bond with this dog, right? Come here, good boy. Come here, baby. Good boy. Yeah, you go, babies. Oh, you want some hot dogs? You want some hot dogs? Oh, come here. Good boy. Platz. Good. That's good. Ha, ha, ha. Good boy. So now we're about building relationship, and that's what it's all about. A little bit of dominance with some commands, making him come into heel, making him down, giving him some commands. Today, I finally put a pinch collar on him. He's had the dominant dog collar, but he's pulling against it, and I don't have anything. So now I'm going to basically go into a training mode. You've got to mind, you've got to stay behind my body, those sort of things. And I've got him doubled up on the other collar in case I need to correct him. Good boy. Good. Good boy. That's my boy. Good. Hey, no. 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 You understand me? No. Now quit. Quit. Come here. Good. You plots. You plots blind. I don't give a shit what I do to you. Good. Stop. Quit. Quit. No. Plots. Blind. Blind. Good. Plots. Blind. No. No. Good. No. Good. 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 Plots. Blind. Good. 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 There you go. Good. Plots. Blind. There you go. Good. Nobody's trying to hurt you. Nobody's trying to hurt you. Good. Good. Nobody's trying to hurt you. Good. 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 That's my boy. Nobody's trying to hurt you. I don't really believe in a full alpha roll where the dog is kind of dominant like this. It's too much, but he has to have a certain respect for getting handled, for getting touched, and a certain dominance over the top of him. So I'm going to make this as pleasurable as possible. Good boy. Plots. Good. And the muzzle basically teaches him he can't hurt me. He can hit me as many times as he wants to with the muzzle. This one I don't really trust. If we get in a full-on fight, I've had it pop off before, so. And it happens. Good. There you go. All right. Yep. Good boy. Good. Yep. Come here. There you go. Good boy. You're okay. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. Come on. Good boy. Good. Oos. Good boy. Good. There you go. So these flash points, right? I didn't expect that when I put them on the down, but I do. I'm not surprised by anything. We always expect the unexpected. We were in a down position, a little bit more dominance, and I tried to push him over, thinking I could get it, but it's testing, it's probing. And right away, I see where the dog's limits are, right away. Yep, good boy. Good boy, good. But there's no hard feelings. I don't get butt hurt, and that was the owner's mistake. He would get butt hurt thinking, why should this dog be this way to me? I'm his owner. But there's a lot more dominance, a lot more dynamics, excuse me, that's the word I'm looking for. Relationship dynamic that's within your dynamics of your relationship with a dog like this. And the dog is at 2 years old, started vying for dominance within the pack, and he didn't know how to handle it. He didn't have the proper relationship to start with. Yep, good boy, good, all right. All right, so we're done. I don't think I'm gonna post this because of the aggressive stuff on it. Good boy, good. All right, blind seats, good, good.